as of May, we're celebrating our 13th year. Dock Bookshop is a full-service bookstore where we sell all books. If we don't have it here, we can order it if it is available. We are also online at thedockbookshop.com, and we have the Dock side item, which is your personal care, home care products, or anything that you may need. We sell the fiction, non-fiction, health, relationships, urban lit, and we have featured events like right here. We have the Tulsa, which is our tribute to the Centennial, which is the 100 years since the massacre, May 1921. And then we have a lot of the other featured books. We have Men's Month, Father's Day, all those different things. So come out and check out our selection. We'd love to have you here. We are also having our summer read. You got to get those kids, your young people, your children out reading. They got to be reading. That is a direct form of communicating as an adult. They have to start early reading, and we know a lot of children are behind right now because they haven't had that in school, that close relationship, and we understand that that is truly valuable. So in lieu of that, please bring your children out. Hopefully you get a chance to look at all the children's books that we have, and even young adults. You know, we have a lot of different reading groups, the children reading groups. You must get these children reading, and reading not just reading contemporary books. A lot of times, they're reading, but you know, if they're reading Lewis and Clark, how much do you truly think that's going to help your child? You bought her $1 or him or her $1 Lewis and Clark book and said they're reading. No, we have to get books that resonate within the spirit of that child. It is what it is. There's certain things that they need to read to tap into their spirit. And reading about somebody that is not pertinent to them, or even if they're reading adventure, it still has to captivate their soul. And so those are the type of books we curate here at the Dock Bookshop. So please get your children reading. I have had so many of them that have read the Dork Diaries. Don't get me wrong, I ain't got nothing wrong with the Dork Diaries, but I have seen the behaviors that come along with the Dork Diaries, okay? So let's just be real, get your children reading. We have some great books. We have The Last Emperor, which is a book that was written by, I call him Prince K and Kwame Nkrumah. And those books take you on an adventure and teach you a lot at the same time. The prince talks about his heritage as an Ethiopian and being raised in Ethiopia. And these are the type of things that you want your child to experience. And it is not one of those boring, historical books. It's full of adventure and excitement. And then we have other young adult. We have the Shuri series, full of adventure and excitement. So, again, you guys, this is Donya at the Dock Bookshop. Come by and talk to us, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how the Dock got started.
But go ahead and go into that. How did the bookstore get started?
A labor of love.
Yeah.
When you look at, I'm in real estate, and real estate mortgage, and I've always looked at what does a community needs to really survive and thrive, and just be a part of this nation and nation building. And to me, a community without a bookstore is really a community without a soul. And so I didn't want to live in a community without a soul. So I sought to say, okay, let's open up a bookstore. And that's kind of some of the things you do when you're, on the upper level of real estate. You do site selection. You look and see what's benefits in each community. And for me, in a predominantly black community or any community, you kind of need a bookstore. And to just set it off. And so just analyzing the neighborhood, analyzing the community, getting with my Donya Craddock, which is my sister and business partner, and the rest of my family, we was like, we can do this together as a family. So the Dock Bookshop is a family-owned and operated bookstore.
How you see the Dock Bookshop as a cornerstone in the community?
I think being, in terms of a pillar in the community, I just think that books speak. Books speak volume. Books speak on all levels. Book transform everybody's background. So it doesn't matter if you're, Christian, Hebrew Israelite, Lutheran, Pentecost, Southern Baptist, and all those different spiritualities that divide us, sororities, fraternities. We have a book that caters to all those different groups because we believe in the things that bind us, and that is our humanity.
All right, appreciate that.